Oh, look, he just came out. I don't know, man. He digged the company, the tunnel. Samurai sword with this thing. Zato itchy. Best water in this game. Oh, it's funny, Jay. The story is the first time we got a kid, it was 400 and some bucks. Yeah. I don't know, so yeah. The water's oishi.
Yeah. そろそろお湯が沸いてきたので洗い物をしようと思います。
Okay, so we live here in an off-the-grid dry cabin. So that means we do not have running water in our cabin. So we have to use these tanks of water to maintain, and this tank of water here to maintain our water situation. So there's two types of water that we use. One is drinking water and one is washing water. The washing water we can get for free, and the drinking water is very delicious. We get that for a nominal charge, small fee. It's not so expensive. So the reason why we're living like this, I mean, we do have an aquifer right under us that has a large amount of extremely delicious glacial water. So we could set up a well and get the well water put in, and then we have running water. But there's a couple of issues. There's a lot of issues with that. So to do that, to drill down about 80 feet to hit the real nice aquifer where you don't need any filters, from my understanding, is about $6,000 initial investment, okay? Then you're going to have to do all this piping. That's going to probably be another $2,000, and then you pipe it all through this waterworks, through the whole system. Then you have to have like a wastewater septic that needs to also be installed, which is probably another $2,000-3,000. So to get water installed would be probably $10,000 initial investment. Then you have two problems. To run the water, to run the pump, you need electricity. We're running off of a generator, and we only use the generator in the winter, and we don't use the generator that much. Like, we use it a couple hours a day just to charge up the batteries. So we use our electricity very sparsely. I don't like the idea of constantly running a generator all the time to run a well pump. So that's a problem, and that would cause extra expense to the whole system. Like, you'd have to pay gasoline money to put in the generator, and then we have to buy oil for the generator and new generators, and we're addicted now to a generator. Or in the summertime, we use solar, and solar will not provide enough voltage and sine wave that's required to run a well pump. So that it wouldn't even work in the summer. We'd have to also run a generator all summer long too, which I don't like that idea. We're on solar in the summer, because we got so much sunlight. The days are so long. So we would lose that benefit. The other problem is here in Alaska, every winter is different. And some winters you get deep freezes. Like the freeze goes way down in the ground. It could go 10 feet down in the ground in November. Like, for example, if it doesn't snow and then you get a cold snap of minus 30 degrees Celsius, minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit, and that sustains for a week or two, which happens sometimes, you could just freeze all your pipes down there. And so if that would happen, then it would just be a disaster. Like you would have to dig everything up, replace piping. That would just be such a massive expense. So while it would be great and convenient and beautiful and fantastic to have running water in our house, like most people do, and have running hot water, take hot water showers and all that stuff, it's just a little bit too expensive, and a little bit too inconvenient, and a little bit too troublesome for us at the moment. So we're doing this system right now where we go and refill these big tanks, these containers of water, and it seems fine. It's working out fine. It's not that much trouble. We go through about 13 gallons of water between the two of us in terms of drinking water, maybe in 20 days or so, a little over 2 weeks. So, and then the washing water, we're washing our dishes and stuff like that. So that kind of goes more frequently, but that water is free. We just go down to the laundromat and we get the free water. So our current system, living in the dry cabin and just using this water system, is more convenient for us and cheaper for us at the current time. And it's not that much of a trouble. It's also interesting to know that this is how much water is a luxury. Water is a very special thing, and you don't want to waste it, and you don't want to use too much. So it's kind of interesting living off the grid, dry cabin. You really see how much water you use and how much water you could waste and do waste. So yeah, that's the situation about the water. Mochi.